Welcome everybody to this Let's Play Deus Ex. I am Max, your host for this Let's Play series, and let's start off by talking a bit about the game and its background. Deus Ex hit the shelves in 2000, published by Eidos Interactive and developed by Iron Storm under the lead of Warren Spector. Warren Spector was also the man responsible for System Shock. Now, System Shock and Deus Ex introduced, for the first time back then, role-playing elements into the shooter genre. This essentially created what people refer to as the action RPG genre. Nowadays, you of course have many RPG elements in contemporary shooters or even strategy games. For instance, in the Battlefield series or the latest Call of Duty installments, you acquire a new set of weapons or equipment after having obtained a certain amount of also experience that can be through mostly winning or basically killing an opponent. Deus Ex stands out for me due to two main reasons from any game, and those were the for one part the RPG elements as I've discussed them. You will actually see that we will be earning experience points within the game, which we then have to distribute according to our tactics and needs in the field. And then secondly, there are always numerous approaches and solutions to a task. So we will have the freedom to, if we want to, charge in guns blazing and kill everybody in front, around, or us. Or basically we can sneak and knock every single enemy KO. One thing that is, I think, very unique to Deus Ex is that we can finish the entire game without having to kill a single NPC or boss. So now Deus Ex itself is set in a dystopian future, and well, that's already everything I'm going to tell you about the plot, because in the end we want to be enjoying this playthrough as much as possible. So let's begin. So first we have to choose a difficulty setting. I'm considering myself a rather experienced Deus Ex player, so I think we're directly going to go for the realistic setting. Nonetheless, I will try, of course, to play as if I had no prior knowledge of the game. What you see here is basically what was very new to shooters in 2000 and the years to follow. A skills menu and character menu before the game actually starts. So we could change our name here, or the appearance could be changed here. Let's keep it to the normal one. And you have the different skills, which we can either, for instance with pistol, downgrade. But since we're going to be using it, just keep it untrained, and other skills. Now, I will be using mostly a stealth mix approach for the most part. So, think electronics and lockpicking. Electronics helping us basically to disable, for instance, security-based systems, and lockpicking, which basically, well, helps us to pick some locks. It's gonna be dearly needed for our tactics. So, our initial experience point is already limited here, so I think for one more I am going to choose the computer skill. Now the computer skill actually is going to help us to hack security terminals, for instance to open gates or read emails. Or we can even hack ATMs in order to increase our cash. As you can see, every skill can be increased to Master, which is the highest level. However, in a single playthrough, you will not be earning enough experience in order to actually increase every skill with one character to Master. So we will actually have to plan ahead. So, that was it for the planning and the setup. Let's watch the intro and dive right into the game. I hope you enjoy.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting, is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again.
A new age. A quiet smoke of the mythical city on the hill soon. That city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings.
Better than kings. Gods.
So, there was the intro, very iconic, and especially carrying on this whole theme of conspiracy. There we are in game now. Let's turn on some new shaders, which basically have some bloom effects on it. And let's get to it.
GC, your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your
Binoculars is not
situation
really
from
something
HQ.
we'll be needing now. Lockpicks, however, are very welcome. There's Paul already.
Oh, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
I think the rocket launcher is severely beyond our approach, and whilst I do really want to use the sniper rifle, we are not proficient at it at the moment, so it's not really going to be efficient at all. So let's go with the crossbow.
Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Harriman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Okay, so much for that. Let's look around first. I think we can maybe head down here for a weird swim. Well, aside of some fish, we can definitely find some supply crates. Rather odd place to store something. Okay, bioelectric cell. These are gonna help us to recharge our energy. As you can see, for instance, this flashlight coming out of our eyes is both very bright and sucking up the energy on the left of the screen. The other thing was the multi-tool, which we're going to need to override security systems.
On site. A UNATCO informant on the north dock will get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper.
Okay, otherwise, I think that's everything we get from here. Let's move on then. Okay.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
So here's directly two potential separating ways. One to the left, one to the right, I mean, going probably around the statue, and one straight ahead. Let's actually take a look at our inventory. So as you can see here, we have an inventory, unlike many other shooters. Health screens, augmentation screen, which we should fill up later. The skill screen, which basically adds some new icons. Our primary and secondary objectives. Recaps of entire conversations actually. And an image, for instance, from the island. So this is where we got off. We should be around here. Paul said that we need to meet this bum on the north dock, so they would be around here. And here's later on our primary objective. So I think one way to go now would be straight ahead, but we've seen many enemies pass this way already, so I think we're going to go the long way. But we've already seen someone coming our way, so let's wait for him. Let's hope he doesn't see us directly.
I saw somebody.
Okay, so much for that.
Maybe take him out.
Okay, crap. Okay, that was a close call. Conscious for now. Let's quickly collect what this guy has. Walk past, away out of the sight of this guy. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful. The other opponents. Let's do the crossbow we actually picked up. Wait a moment till we focus in. There you can really see that the proficiency even of our guns, also whilst trained, is rather low, because see, if we move away, the gun or crossbow gets inaccurate, and it even takes quite some time to get accurate with it. I think this guy is getting close enough now for us just being able to take him down with the taser. There we go. And he got some ammo on him. Another supply crate with another multi-tool. So I don't know what we now would have missed on the other side, but certainly the multi-tool will come in handy. Now we have two on this side, enemies on this side, but I think taking on two at the same time might be a bit pushing it unrealistic. 3 there, same thing, probably too many for us at this moment. But let's see what we can find down here. Let's walk a bit faster again. Okay, we see a guy down there. Let's not walk too fast, otherwise he's going to hear us. Okay. Whoop! It's going to change direction. So one thing about Deus Ex is the NPCs have their unique patrol routines. Go. Puts this guy to sleep. And what do we have here?
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up
so first some data cube.
If you're not careful, it'll suck away
with
your
a password
bioelectrical energy.
And account name for some terminal. Press this. Oh gee, should have jumped on here. So this is for instance now one moment I reckon.